I'm going to be doing a video on the house security system. This is a Hills NX1508E. We can see that it is in good condition. Currently, I've just triggered Zone 2, which is the PIR in this hallway. This is the front door keypad. It is just a regular Hills keypad. Now, if we continue down the hall, we can see up here that there are two devices here. I don't know who made this screamer. It was definitely some company. It looks like an Altronics screamer. It might be a Hills screamer. But next to it, I know this for a fact. This is an ESL 449 CT. At the time, I never knew these were available. At this current time, I never actually knew that these were available for Australian production, because I think this predates Interlogic's buying them out. And then down there is this unmarked PIR. If you know what this PIR is, please do tell me, because I don't know. Anyways, if we zoom out and then go down into the bedrooms, not on this window. This window just got redone a little bit, but here is this is a reeds contact. So currently the aircon's on, so I won't be opening up any of the doors. However, the windows are all closed, as you can see here. In this currently becoming a bedroom, we have a couple of devices. First things first, we have this. This is a Risco ZoDIAC. This is a infrared. This is a pet-friendly PIR. And there are two of these in the house. These got installed in 2016 with that front keypad. And also, there's another thing in this room that I'll mention. I'm being very careful to not expose my location. It's on the other side. Yeah, so there are actually two reed contacts in this window. There's a good reason for this. This house, as I showed here, used to have an evaporative system. That was the old evaporative vent. Now we have moved to reverse cycle systems, which is over here. As a lot of people know, you cannot run an aircon, an evaporative aircon without some air circulation in the house. So these windows have two reed contacts, so you could open them just a little bit, enough so that the aircon would actually work, but not enough that people could break in. This carpet is so nice.
Hey.
Down this back area, there's nothing really interesting. Except here we have another NX1508E. This one is branded by DAS, and it's got a bad 5 light. As you can see, there's no 5 light, even though I've bypassed it. And the 0 button is dodgy, and the on button does not work. Also, the hinge is dead. This keypad was the only one in the house when it was bought, which was almost 15 years ago, actually, this year. It's born 2011. Doesn't mean it was built in 2011, though. Anyways, moving on. We've got 3 windows here. All of these, except for this one here, have had their door contacts removed because of because when the windows were open, they would keep failing. That's mine. In here, there is another of the Risco ZoDIACs. That's the exact same one as in that room before. And then also we have a couple weird ones. We'll get into the panel location later. Now, this one I'm not going to open because the aircon's on. It's actually about 34 degrees Celsius outside. But this is the most pointless window in the entire house. It has, for some reason, got a reed switch. I don't know whose idea it was to put one on here because it's literally facing an interior wall, so it doesn't actually matter. It's exterior, but it's on the side wall, which is pointless. So yeah, Additionally, I think there was also one here, although I don't know. I don't see any traces of cabling though. Anyways, in here is the panel. This is a Networks NX4, still is. It's got zone doubling enabled, which means there's no dual end of line or different resistor values. It never used to have zone doubling on. That was a new thing that was done. Obviously, the battery was replaced in 2024 because it died. I'm not going to open up the panel because the tamper switch loves to activate freely. And I don't know if it's died in for cooling. However, I know what's in here. I'll go put a photo up of the panel because I got a photo before when we were doing battery replacement. But it now has a 4G module on it instead of it's got a 4G modem in it instead of using land hardwire because we don't have hardwire here anymore as of the NBN stuff. Yeah. I don't think I mentioned it, but there was also the one of the weird PIRs over there as well. I don't know what they are. Someone please tell me, I'd love to know. And yeah, I'm gonna go speak up a little bit back over to where my other panel is. Which is in here. I've already made a video on this, C System Test 4, which at the moment is actually uploading. I'm gonna try to crank out a couple compensation videos. Now, another interesting thing in this room is this is a conduit for the keypad. As you can see, that is some Belden cable going up to the ceiling. I don't know. I know the person who did this. They did a doing it like this because what should be done, it just should have gone straight into the wall because this is 4-wire cable and it is thick. I don't know whose idea it was to do that. However, yeah. So yeah, that is the house's security system. Yeah, that fell off. So I do thank you for watching. If you did enjoy, please do like and subscribe so I can keep making some system tests. This is just a filler video. But I do hope to see you in the future.